Устал, да? Отдохни.
16 ноября он.
16 ноября.
Давай. Делаем. Скорость. 10 секунд еще. Делаем. Делаем. 5 секунд. Делаем. Время.
Get ready, fight fans, because the pound-for-pound king is making his move and he's looking absolutely terrifying. Today, we're taking you inside the training camp of Islam Makhachev, who has undergone an insane transformation for his jump to the welterweight division. We've got an exclusive look at the intense workouts and physical changes that have him looking bigger and more powerful than ever. The question is, will this new intimidating physique be the key to another dominant victory, or is he stepping into a whole new world of danger? We're breaking down everything you need to know about Islam's welterweight journey. Islam Makhachev has been training relentlessly, showing no signs of slowing down as he prepares for his upcoming bout with Jack Della Maddalena. However, on the other hand, Dan Hooker shared his thoughts on the potential matchup, saying he feels fairly confident about it from a stylistic standpoint. Hooker noted that Della Maddalena and his team have actively pursued this fight, which suggests they see an opportunity. He believes the bout will likely be competitive, but acknowledged it's a significant step up. While he thinks Makhachev has a chance, he feels the edge leans toward Jack Della Maddalena.
Pretty confident stylistically with that Jack Della fight they've kind of gone out of their way to chase that fight down. So they obviously see something. I feel like it'll be close, but yeah, that's a big step up. Jack Della's a pretty big boy.
Do you think Islam can get past him?
He's obviously got like I feel like he's got a chance, but I feel like that fight leans towards Jack Della.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson also weighed in on the matchup, stating that while he believes Islam Makhachev has a real chance to win, it's far from guaranteed. Thompson explained that this isn't the kind of fight where you can look at it on paper and expect an easy outcome. He said the winner will be the fighter who shows up on fight night and sticks to their game plan. When asked for his pick, Thompson said he would lean toward Jack Della Maddalena.
I mean, I think he could. He can win this fight. It's not a for sure thing. It's not one of those like on paper, oh, he's going to just beat him. No, he can win it. It all depends on who shows up and who sticks to their game plan.
Okay, but if you had to give a lean, if you had to pick someone, who would you pick?
I'm going to go for JDM.
In an intense and focused training camp, Islam Makhachev is undergoing a significant physical transformation. He's building a stronger and more imposing physique with relentless, non-stop preparation. The footage from his camp highlights his laser-like focus and determination as he looks bigger, sharper, and more intimidating than ever. This evolution seems to be a key part of his strategy, making him appear more powerful as he prepares for his next major challenge.
Устал, да? Отдохни.
16 ноября он.
16 ноября.
Robert Whittaker weighed in on the matchup, acknowledging his own bias but maintaining that Jack Della Maddalena has the tools to beat Islam Makhachev. He emphasized Della Maddalena's size, his underrated grappling, and his unconventional striking as key factors that could pose serious problems. He noted that taking Della Maddalena down would not be easy and highlighted his sharp punches, punishing body shots, and ability to connect from difficult angles as potential challenges for Makhachev.
I'm biased as heck.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can see the fight playing out very much like it did with Volk, okay? But Jack's bigger. Jack's a little, he's a little bigger. He's got a different frame. He's a hard dude to try and hold down. And I think his jiu-jitsu is very underrated. He has good jiu-jitsu, which means it won't be free. The takedowns won't be free. Being on top of him won't be free. Not to mention, Jack has really good hands, and if he can keep it into that mid-range, into that distance that he likes, make it awkward. He's very good at not only punching straight lines but punching up. So his hooks, his uppercuts, he mixes it really well. He works the body, which makes it harder to shoot on. You know, I think there's enough angles there.
Max Holloway stressed that many are overlooking just how dangerous Jack Della Maddalena is. Despite being ranked among the world's elite and at number 2 on the pound-for-pound list, Holloway suggested the fight might take place in October and predicted it would be a tough, strategic, and thrilling matchup. He cautioned that Della Maddalena is not a fighter to be underestimated.
I think he'd be fine, man. I think he'd be good, you know, but people be sleeping on Jack, you know what I mean? And I think Jack is one of the best fighters in the world right now, and I think people is gonna find out when that match happens. I don't know. I'm hearing rumors maybe October. I think it's gonna be a fun fight, smart fight, but a lot of people counting out Jack for I don't know what reason. They just keep counting him out. Kind of reminds me of when I was like coming up and counting me out about certain fights. So I mean, he is, you know, he's the number 2 pound for pound in the world right now, but he's the number 2 pound for pound in the world for a reason. So you gotta respect that, but. You know, don't sleep on Jack. I think it's going to be a tough.
In a word of caution to Islam Makhachev, Daniel Cormier said that he needs to sharpen his wrestling before facing Jack Della Maddalena. Cormier pointed to the trouble Makhachev had controlling Dustin Poirier in their fight, suggesting it could be a sign of vulnerability. Cormier praised Della Maddalena's recent improvements in takedown defense and emphasized that Makhachev must refine his entries and positioning to avoid getting into trouble in this matchup.
Islam Jack is going to be a great fight. Especially seeing Jack defend takedowns in the way that he did. And Islam, he struggled a little to take down Dustin Poirier. He didn't take him down as easily as he had taken down other guys. So I think that for Makhachev, he needs to really lock in on getting that wrestling ready to fight a guy in Jack Della Maddalena who showed great takedown defense. And man, this dude's got some good boxing, especially when you're in tight with him. His hands are good.
Israel Adesanya voiced his belief that Jack Della Maddalena has the tools to defeat Islam Makhachev, citing his physical frame, punching power, and constant movement during scrabbles. Adesanya highlighted Jack's forward pressure and striking intensity, noting that it could wear Islam down if his takedowns don't land consistently.
I think Della is going to get it done. I feel from talking to Tim and also seeing Della, and also I've only sparred Della once, like not really hard crazy, but and I didn't try and take him down at all, but I've seen him at your gym sparring, and his scrambles are crazy.
Yeah, he's
even watching him with Bilal as well, and Gilbert Burns. His scrambles are crazy, and I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on him, he's like, oh, I'm not standing with this guy, I have to take him down. And then he tries, gets him down, and he gets back up, or he couldn't get him down. Because he's a big dude. People don't realize how big Della is as well, and he's solid. So I really
dense, man, just dense.
Dense, yeah. Like when I felt, like I said, we're sparring, and then it's just a weight behind it, and the way he throws it, the body banging, man.
Alexander Volkanovski added that Jack Della Maddalena's ability to remain active in striking exchanges, even under the threat of a takedown, along with his growing confidence from handling skilled grapplers, makes him a strong contender to manage the challenges that Islam Makhachev presents.
Della and what he did him with Bilal is he will, you know, you get people that are worried about the takedown, so like, and then they don't fight their fight on the feet. I'm gonna fight my fight and worry about the takedown when it's there.
Exactly.
And that's perfect. You need to be like that. For me, like with Islam, was like, I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah, I'll be worried about it, but at the same time, find the shots to go in, boom, boom, boom. But I'll worry about the takedown when they're there. But I'm still committed to things.
Once you realize you can handle it, then you were just like, I can handle it.
And the confidence Jack Della is going to have now from getting through that, even though he's going to be confident. And then there's another one when you're successful with guys that are very dominant there. When you have the success there, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now you end up even that much better at takedowns. And then he's going to do a lot. We're actually going to get a bit of training in and that as well. Like obviously he's going to do.
Over there.
Hey,
you going over there?
You'll probably come over here, or maybe we'll get we'll see. I might even go over there, whatever they want.
Charles Oliveira acknowledged Jack Della Maddalena as a serious threat due to his calm, calculated style. He highlighted how Jack patiently dismantled Bilal Muhammad over time, which showed his strategic approach in a high-level bout. However, Oliveira believes that Islam Makhachev will lean heavily on his wrestling.
He added that the outcome of the fight will largely depend on Della Maddalena's ability to stay on his feet and land effective strikes throughout the bout.
O que você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem se magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. É o que ele fez agora no luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Islam vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Islam agarrar e botar pra...
O'Malley described the matchup between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena as a high-level clash, but he suggested that a future fight between Islam and Ilia Topuria could generate even greater attention from fans in the media. O'Malley praised Della Maddalena's recent victory over Belal Muhammad, noting that it was an impressive performance that really set the stage for this high-stakes bout against Makhachev. He highlighted Della Maddalena's strategic approach and how that win proved he belongs among the elite. He noted that if Della Maddalena can effectively defend Makhachev's takedowns and land clean, powerful shots, the momentum could shift in his favor very quickly. This emphasizes O'Malley's belief that while Makhachev is the favorite, Della Maddalena's striking skills are a major factor that could change the entire complexion of the fight.
Islam relinquish his belt and go up to 170. Got JDM taking on Islam Makhachev.
I still think Islam's skill for skill is just so high level. For him to go out there and do what he did against Belal was very impressive, made that Islam fight more interesting. If JDM can shut him down and throw those hands, but Islam's boxing is underrated. That dude is slick. His kickboxing, his timing, like he's a high level black belt in every aspect of MMA.
Big belt, who give him that?
Jack versus Islam, I think, is huge. Not as big as Ilia versus Islam, but who knows? Maybe they both win and Islam comes back down to 55 in the fight.
Gilbert Burns supported Islam Makhachev's decision to move to welterweight, saying the cut to 155 pounds had become too taxing on him. Burns described Islam as one of the most skilled fighters in the sport, but admitted that Jack Della Maddalena poses serious challenges. Burns pointed to Jack's elite training partners, including Craig Jones and Alexander Volkanovski, as key elements that could make this matchup far more competitive than many anticipate. He believes that with the high-level talent in Jack Della Maddalena's camp, he will be prepared for anything Makhachev brings to the table, making the fight a true test of skill rather than just a showcase of Makhachev's dominance.
He's working very hard. He's been saying vocal that he wants to go up to 170. I think he's a big boy. He killed himself to make 55. I think that's the right division for Islam. He just tweeted something after the fight that he will not vacate the title, and then he vacated the title. I don't know, but probably that was in the negotiation. Yeah, I like him moving up. I proven himself. He's #1 pound for pound right now. It's a good fight. Jack and Islam closer than people think, especially with Jack Della Maddalena doing a lot of training with Volk, with Craig Jones, those guys that kind of back the Islam on that first Volk fight. I think they're gonna have a lot of info, a lot of study, a lot of answers. It's closer than people think, this fight. I really like this fight. I don't have time right now. I didn't have time to dig deep a little too much on that fight, but I think it's way closer than people think, and JDM has a clear shot.
Javier Mendez, Islam Makhachev's coach, made it clear that their camp is not underestimating Jack Della Maddalena. He said those who label Jack an easy opponent fail to recognize his true level, while also praising the toughness he displayed against Belal Muhammad.
If we as coaches think Jack is easier, we're stupid. We are very stupid. Then we didn't watch the Belal fight, because Belal can take a hell of a shot. He can take a hell of a shot. He took him. He gave him two. Belal gave him two. So it was a war. That fight was a war. And you know what? For us to think it's an easy fight for us, you know, what kind of idiot coaches are we? Khabib's not an idiot, and neither am I. And neither is Magomed, neither is Saif Safullah and Muhammad, the other coaches that they work with Islam. We're not.
Javier Mendez also highlighted Della Maddalena's striking diversity, noting how he blends powerful punches with kicks that target the head, body, and legs. While he described Ilia Topuria as the sharper boxer, he warned that Della Maddalena's complete striking arsenal is a serious threat. Mendez emphasized that Makhachev must perform at his absolute best or he risks being caught off guard.
You know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a much bigger guy, and just as dangerous, if not more dangerous in different variations. Not boxing, because I think Topura's got the best boxing in the business. I still believe that. But Jack is well versed in the kicking and the arsenal, how he mixes it up. He's really good at head and body, leg, everything. He's really, really good at that. So we have our hands cut out for us. It's not an easy fight at all. If Islam, by some miracle of a chance, makes that fight to be like slam dunk, it's because we were properly prepared, or Jack wasn't as prepared, or Jack was injured, or Jack just got caught. But it's gonna be one of those fights that's not easy. No way in hell is that fight gonna be easy. Very tough.
Khabib Nurmagomedov stated that he considers Jack Della Maddalena possibly the toughest challenge Islam Makhachev could face. He pointed out Jack's clear size advantage over Ilia Topuria, his comparable skill set, and his reliable grappling as key factors. Khabib added that if given the opportunity to choose who to prepare Islam for, Della Maddalena would be the more demanding opponent.
Считаю, что Мадалена самый сложный соперник в ислам-карьере. Это мое мнение. Ни Чарльз, никто. Ни один из этих бойцов.
И даже не Илья, если бы это бой был бы.
Ну, мое личное мнение, во-первых, Мадалена 2 раза больше, чем Илья.
Сопоставим.
Илья. Он 2 раза больше. Он выше, больше, ноги помощнее, корпус, бокс не хуже. И грэпплинг он возится очень хорошо, если вы смотрели. Ну, для меня, если я например, буду готовить Ислама против Илья или Маддалены, для меня больше будет волновать и волнует
Greg Jones predicted that Islam Makhachev is about to face one of his toughest challenges yet. He recalled Islam's first fight with Alexander Volkanovski as proof that he can show vulnerabilities against elite scramblers. Jones noted that Jack Della Maddalena brings even more unpredictability to the table with his unique grappling style and exceptional grip-breaking ability, making him a serious threat to Makhachev's dominant wrestling.
I think it's a super difficult fight for Islam, this one. He's like, obviously he's faced Volk twice. We'll forget about the second one, but the first one, very competitive with the grappling. And now we're talking about he's facing a guy that's some of the best scrambling ability, I think, period, in all of MMA, and some of the most unorthodox grappling. And I think that's what Belal struggled with. Belal really just sticks to a blueprint. The blueprint obviously works very well.
Well, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the potential welterweight super fight. It's clear that while the odds might favor Islam, the MMA world is recognizing the unique and dangerous style that Jack Della Maddalena brings to the table. Will Islam's grappling dominance prove too much? Or will Jack's slick striking and unconventional skills shock the world? Let us know your prediction in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Kate Shock, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown.